We are back. No news today again. Oh, actually, we do have news later on. FOMC meeting minutes. Again, don't expect too much volatility out of this. Dollar. So we currently got dollar consolidating here at this level. Really since New York session. Yesterday's New York session has been inside of this candles range. Just swept a high during London session. Now we're looking for that continued movement away. I want to see price possibly show bullish close, continue reaching for this quarterly open here and filling more of this gap, this liquidity void, which is on the daily. We look on the daily, probably transpose this to the 4-hour. So we're inside of this liquidity void. I want to see prices consolidating at the mean threshold of this liquidity void. So I want to see if we can get a close above it, bounce, continue higher. NASDAQ is in this holding pattern, this slow grind lower. You know, it continues to take out lower lows. Now we have this retrace higher after price has ran previous week's low. I'm still looking for sell side, but this could be it for that run for the week. I don't know. To this all of this price action here is consolidated range bound markets, and so really like this was the move down into here, and we now just wait for more information. Nothing. If we look on the daily, we still have that fair value gap below the market that I wanted to see traded into. Added a rocket higher away. Our daily change in the state of delivery is here, so I want to see price be held below here. If we get a close back above here, I think that it'll be going back to its previous week's high. So it just depends on what type of close we get around here. But yeah, today is the day where, especially after previous week's low was taken, there's really like no definitive signs in the charts that, you know, says to me which way it is intending to go now. So now I'm just waiting for more information. Basically, we had during London session, or during Asia rather, we had a retracement down into sell side. Price then started to trade higher going into London session. You see throughout London session, price was bullish. We have for the opening of New York AM session, we got this move down. Want to see if it would have closed back above this high. Looks like previous day's high is the target as of right now, about 50 points away. But yeah, there's really like no clear draw on liquidity. If I had to say anything, it'll be that previous day's high as the draw. And then after that, who knows what could happen in price. ES, same thing. We do have a SMT divergence here with NASDAQ taking, or the Dow taking its previous day's low, and ES and NASDAQ did not, you see. So that is something to consider. got one shift. We have no higher high, no no higher high being made just yet. Want to see price come back down and then trade higher if that is what's happening. Yeah, nothing really jumping out to me right now. No trade back above here means that until we get back above previous day's high, really, uh, this does not scream to me that it's coming back up here. But you know, anything can happen within the next couple of hours, especially with the market opening in about 30 minutes. Russell still got Russell sell side liquidity, and that's also what has me cautious about ideas to the upside because we do have this down here. So we could probably get that run back below those lows. And then possibly SMT divergence forming between Russell and Dow. Gold. So you got gold sweep below previous, below yesterday's sell side. We do have this imbalance above the market, and so it could possibly be where price is reaching for 501. We're looking at about 170 points. We're looking at about 17 points. Which isn't bad. Get a good trade up into there. We go to a daily chart. And I like that idea. Maybe a little bit more, a little higher. Especially with this move created here. I want to see price tank lower. If we got that slight trade into this fair value gap. So this is a good oh, this is good price action to me. Got this trade into this imbalance. Price is coming back a little higher. I want to see it stay within this candle's body. Yesterday's candle's body and then roll over. January's open. Targeting January's open. Think we get that today. Yes. Yeah, I like this idea here. I really do. Think this might be playing with gold and silver today and letting the stocks do what they do because I have no read on the stocks. Oil, it's in this holding pattern still. And I'm telling what oil's going to do. Like I said, I still want to see 106. I think we've gotten above April's open like we were anticipating. And now we want to see April's open provide that support for the bounce higher, targeting 109 and 111. Again, this is not April's high. This is May's open. And we got Euro. You see the price is it's tanking. Still getting that bearish. Still getting that bearish momentum to the downside. We drop to a 4-hour. You see prices really balanced. You see a lot of wigging back and forth here. New 4-hour candle just opened as well. And again, it's really like, this is like a dead man zone. Ain't no telling what could happen right here. Have no read on euro right now, other than the fact that I want to see a higher dollar. I have no read on euro. GBP. So we've gotten, you see that, you know, in euro we're below that low, and GBP we're not. So that is pause for concern. Looking at the daily, we have we have this gap here that's holding price. And we have this gap here that is holding price. So between these two gaps, we have a holding pattern. Whichever one breaks first is the one that will likely determine where we are going, whether it be these lows or this high. So waiting. Could possibly see pound. Could possibly see pound higher back into January's open and then a tank lower. I'd allow for that to play out and still be ultimately bearish while we're anticipating a higher dollar. Bitcoin has been sliding for the last couple of days. There have been no gaps created in this down move just yet. So I want to see that start happening. Once we break below this low here, I want to see price start forming some gaps, showing that, you know, it is ready for sell side to be targeted. So we're looking for that. And okay, that was Bitcoin. So you see this down move has been, price has not traded Bitcoin daily. This down move, we have no gaps created inside of this down move. That lets me know that this range is balanced, and so there's really like no need for it to come back into here, other than to maybe rebalance this order block, which isn't even really an order block. I don't see it coming that high. If anything, we are right now, we just have violated a fair value gap, so we want to see this inversion fair value gap hold price lower. See if we can get that. So you got the opening bell. Personally, don't think that this is going to be a very volatile opening bell. Already, just looking at the indexes, there's no real. I mean, YM selling off. Russell look like it's making this move down. But as far as NASDAQ and ES goes, we don't really have too much movement as of yet. YM and Russ is down heavy. ES is down right now too. I see dollar or NASDAQ expand towards its previous day's high. We got this close above here. I swear, man, YM does whatever it wants to do. It's not reliable. Look at this sell-off. And we still what is that? What is that? And I was still anticipating that to happen. Like, I did not expect this. This is crazy. What is that? Wow. That is wild. Yeah, definitely was not anticipating that to happen. But it's the last 25 minutes. This can easily reverse itself and go back higher. But if it doesn't, then we're looking low, low, low. Seems like everything is being held up right now, and that is fine by me. Only 5 minutes into the bell though. Still got some time. But man, that's crazy. Came back into that daily change in the state of delivery level. we're getting our shift in gold. Coming back into that candle, I'll buy there.
Order filled. Order filled.
Gonna leave our stop right there. And we looks like we're getting stopped out.
Order filled. We can get this closed back above here. And a gap is created. Look to go long. Order filled.
Let's try this out.
This is a bad trade too. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Stop field.
We'll take that and let it play out some more. Dollar is selling so hard right now. It must have been some news. I think I'm gonna take that there.
Order field. Order field. Order field. Order field. Order field.
want to see it expand into this red shaded area here.
Order filled. Order filled.
These weren't good entries, or scale-ins rather.
Order filled.
Up here, I'm going to take off 4 just to mitigate the loss that I took earlier and reduce some of my risk.
Order filled.
Great. We reduce some of the risk. We're leaving the rest of this on. See what we can get. We're in that red shaded area now. Let's see this expansion move. Oh, the tank is real. The tank is real. We're going to get our whole profit objective today. We're going to get our whole profit objective today. The tank is real. Push it, baby. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. 11:30.
Order filled.
Boom. Great trade. Trying to break this down. 4 hour. Again, pre-session, we wanted to see price back up into this fair value gap. So I was looking for an entry to give me a run back up into there. 15-minute. What we had was this drop down during market open session. Trade below sell side liquidity. I did not anticipate this move all the way down into here. I'm not gonna lie, but this makes sense after the entire run up. You know, we want to manipulate below some sell side liquidity to take the market higher. 5-minute. It was at this point I was this was like the last. This was the last line of defense. Like if it didn't show anything at this point, I was willing to abandon this trade idea. Nothing really too clean on the 5-minute or the 15-minute. This was basically like a play that, you know, what you want to see, what you're looking for. Ultimately having a draw on liquidity and just waiting for price to shift structure. If you look on the 15-second, here's how that move played out. We got that run down, actually traded into midnight open as well. This is a great run. And this is all spurred by dollar being super bearish right now. This would have been a good. So I didn't want to take anything in here until price came lower. But with that aggressive move higher, I knew that I probably wasn't going to get anything in here. When price came back into here, I was willing to buy it. I think I did not buy it though here. I didn't buy it until it started to come up some. Came up, cleared out these highs here, redistributed down to sell side liquidity here. You also see me marking up that sell side. This would be here where it needs to bounce. And so from there, we got that shift in structure again. I put on another entry here or like in here somewhere, knowing that this was going to run higher into this area. So I think a couple things that I could have definitely done better. I put on way too much risk initially. Well, not initially. At the run higher, I put on too much risk. And that is something that I want to work on. I want to work on putting on or scaling in on my retracements. This scale in here was probably the best scale in that I had. The last scale in that I had was like the best one where, you know, it was just proven to me that this is what it wanted to do. And so that last scale in was probably the scale in which most of the position should have been on. If that was the case, I probably wouldn't have had even to sit through this entire trade this whole time. We go to this side. Yeah. So my entry was here on that up move, when it should have been, you know, down here. Definitely should have been down here. So I put on 2 right there. Then I put on 2 more here in the next candle. And then I thought that this would be the retracement to continue higher. So I put on more there, not even paying attention to the fact that this buy side liquidity had just been ran out and this sell side here was accumulating. They were accumulating this sell side to distribute lower and then run it higher. So, yep, it's another good day, another good trading day. You know, a couple things to clean up, but when you have your draw on liquidity, when you know where the market is poised to go to, and when you understand correlated assets, like if we look at the dollar right now, right? Understand how market correlation works. This is really what gave me the idea to to hold this trade, or to continue to look for this setup to play out. The dollar moves in tandem with government bonds, and once I seen that the dollar took London's high, made the high of the day, and I seen that government yield bonds made their high of the day in Asia session and then started to trade lower, you can see that, you know, while the dollar is getting more bullish as the day goes on, yields are getting weaker, right? And once I seen that, I said, okay, there's a cracking correlation. We have dollar trading higher to make the high of the day here during New York AM reversal, while we have these yields declining. And that was also happening at the time. If we look at my line cursor, you look at the same time that gold hits the midnight open, the same time that dollar takes its high, yields trade back into the opening gap. This is a good setup. You know, being able to recognize market correlation in real time definitely helps you with entries, ideas, everything. Profit targets. Like, I knew that this was coming here because if you look in the dollar, all this sell side, you have all of this sell side to the downside, right? Clearing out all of these lows and back at the bottom of that liquidity void. So it's a good setup. It was a good setup, you know. Overall, a good day. A couple things to clean up, like I said, but ended the day in green, and that is what we're going to look to continue to build on. And that is the business for the day.